Hello and welcome back to another Christmas song review. And this time we are listening to Sabaton Christmas Truce. This I know a little something about, not the song, but the truce. During World War II, the British and the German soldiers in the dead of winter, obviously Christmas, dead of winter, were battling. And then the British soldiers overheard singing in German. And they're trying to communicate back and forth, like, what's going on over there, blah, blah, blah. And they decided to sneak out of their trenches carefully and meet in the dead zone middle ground of the battle lines of where they fought. And they took it upon themselves to have a Christmas truce. They exchanged food, tobacco, they played soccer, they exchanged gifts, they sang, they just had that camaraderie. And that moment in time where the bloodshed would cease for a moment and they would just meet and have this truce. Now, some of the upper military frowned upon it, that they demanded that they fight, but they chose not to. Now, there are some instances where one person was shot by a sniper. There was some retaliation in some parts, but the overall sentiment, it's just such a beautiful truce of World War II, the Christmas truce. And so here we are. We have a song regarding it. And I'm kind of curious what this is going to be like. I don't know the song Christmas Truce. I don't even know Sabaton, but a couple people recommended it, that this should be added to the Christmas lineup. And so let's go. I am all about this. This is a cool little history thing that, wow, such a touching story. I could meditate on the story and just tear up just thinking about how beautiful that must have been. But some of the deadliest bloodshed was still ahead of them. And the same people that were in the crosshairs of their scopes and guns were all dropped and spent a time together, made all the headlines, and even I believe Hitler was around 24, 25 at the time, and he frowned upon the whole thing. Like, where's your German pride? I know Hitler was in power during World War II, but he was around in World War I, and he was even rumored to say that he frowned upon the whole thing. But then, of course, the battle commenced, and the same folks that they shared camaraderie with moments before were then back at battle and continued on the rage of the machine that so sadly took so many lives. So, man, peace. Isn't it a wonderful, beautiful thing? A moment of peace. Here we go. And they talked about how eerie it was when the battle just stopped. The firing all stopped. The warfare, everything ended for a moment. So they're kind of portraying this now of the rumored account of how this battle kept raging. Wow, like legit little movie scene here for just a music video.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hannes! Come on!
All right. I can tell they're doing it right. They're doing it right. They're setting the scene. Wow. Here we go. Man. Ooh, very morose chords there. Whoa! I'm just like liking the opening so far. Can you imagine looking at that photo as you're in the trenches?
Silence. I remember the silence on a cold winter day.
Okay, is he Welsh? Is he or is this band kind of like I'm just trying to place the accent. Okay, just got to back up and catch this here.
Silence. I remember the silence on a cold winter day.
Interesting. I just caught on. This is a totally like the ringing of the bells or whatever. That very Christmassy kind of song we all know. Is it Carol of the Bells? Carol of the Bells mixed with the story of the Christmas Truce 1914. What a cool morph. It's a good one. Interesting note change there too.
Silence. I remember the silence on a cold winter day. After many months on the battlefield, and we were used to the violence, then all the candles went silent, and the snow fell. Voices sang to me from no man's land.
Yeah. Okay. So no man's land is that area, that middle area where it's like that's no man's land. You cross that, you're just get taken out. You're gonna be shot for sure. That's it. You just don't go out of the trenches and just go out in the middle open and just do this. First of all, imagine the bravery of the soldiers to fight, and then imagine the bravery of the soldiers to not fight and just go out. Back in my day, 18-year-olds were savage and they were warriors. This day and age, I just don't know if our youth could do storming of the beaches of Normandy and doing this and fighting our children, 18, 17 in some cases, 15 on the German side. Germans just threw out anything that would just walk with a gun, you know? And gosh, I have hope for our generation that we'll be able to be men and women of war, not war, but be able to really not be so sensitive, but do what needs to be done, you know, sometimes to fight for your freedom, right? But imagine the courage of leaving the trench to go out in the open. Oh man, you go, Tom. You go first. I'll follow you. No, Bill, you go. I ain't going. All right. He gets up and goes, meets him halfway and shakes the hand. Oh, wow.
Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived. the ground white. Hear carols.
Wow. So it turns the snow white, you know, just all the bloodshed. Oh, wow. Profound, folks.
Our friends, our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Hear carols from the trenches, we sing a holy night. Our guns laid to rest on snowflakes. Our Christmas in the trenches, our Christmas on the front, far from home.
There it is.
Madness, how I remember the sadness. We were hiding our tears
Imagine.
in a foreign land where we faced our fears. We were soldiers, carried the war on our shoulders for our nations. Is that why we bury our friends? We were all friends.
It's interesting. They're showing the Brits exiting first before the Germans, and the Germans were the first to break out in song.
And today we're all brothers, tonight we're all friends. Our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Hear carols from the trenches, we sing a holy night. Our guns laid to rest on snowflakes. Our Christmas in the trenches, our Christmas on the front, far from home.
An electric guitar and a piano, or in a small little guitar. That's awesome. Nice. That's awesome. Wow. Carol of the Bells behind it. That isn't that amazing? Wow. Could you imagine? First of all, I'm just riveted on the visuals and riveted on the song. Imagine, look at that handshake. They're brothers for a moment. And then vow to be enemies another. Wow. I mean, phew.
Today we're all brothers, tonight we're all friends. Our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the white. On Christmas on the front line we walk among our friends. We don't think about tomorrow, the battle will commence. When we celebrate to Christmas we thought about our friends, those who never made it home when the battle had commenced.
Wow. I mean, the theatrical screenplay of this was really well done. What a tribute to the Christmas Truce of 1914. It's incredible. How could I not have known about this song? Wow. Kazow. Kapow. Meow. If you're a cat, you're going meow. I mean, what? Whew. And think about this. It really happened. It really went down that way. Imagine that brave moment where you step up for Christmas' sake and are willing to actually put your life on the line for Silent Night. A true Silent Night. Guns weren't ringing out anymore for that moment in time. Be praying for Russia. Be praying for Ukraine. Be praying for those desperate people that are caught in this warfare in this time. And gosh, just hope that that true Christmas truce finally happens for those poor folks that are just caught at the command of their commanding officers to do what they need to do, but to have a moment of truce and peace. Peace on earth and goodwill toward men, right? Wow. Wow.